Hi, thank you for watching the RPG channel. This is James, and today I want to talk to you about something very important, and that is zombies. Okay, Zombies is a board game that has been out for a couple of years now and can be purchased in just about any game store I've ever been in. So if you've seen the game and maybe not known what it was or something like that, I'll show you. This is Zombies. Okay, Zombies is a board game in probably one of the loosest senses of the term. And in this game, the players take on the role of a number of multicolored douchebags who happen to have the unfortunate circumstances of being around in the zombie apocalypse, and the only way they can survive is by screwing each other out of resources and throwing each other in front of zombies as often as possible. This isn't a game of teamwork and cooperation and trying to survive or anything like that. This is a straight up every man for himself type event. So don't expect a lot of cooperation coming from your teammates here. Every turn in the game Zombies, the map gets a little bit bigger. Because the map is made of these random tiles, then it's always going to be a different place every time you play. So on a player's turn, they'll draw a tile card, like this one here. This one's the police station, and it will give you the tile and tell you what resources are found there. So you will just line that up with the road there, and then you put the resources on the tile so that whoever gets to the tile will be able to claim those. For instance, in the police station, you have 4 bullets, 2 lives, and then you get to put the required number of zombies on the tile. Not really all that hard. But since you're constantly adding tiles to the map, then the number of zombies is also increasing. Now these resources here are represented by little bullets and little hearts, and these are not the highest quality game components you'll ever find, but they get the job done. And bullets let you modify your dice rolls whenever you're fighting a zombie, and live tokens let you just straight re-roll an attack roll when you're fighting a zombie. So you're always going to kill your zombie, but it will deplete your resources as you do so, depending on how you roll. And there are and when you run out of hearts, you start back over in the town square. In addition to the bullets and hearts, each player also has a number of cards that they can use throughout the course of the game to have various effects. And the cards typically come in 3 different types. The first type of card that you're going to run into are cards that represent bits of equipment that you can acquire over the course of the game and at various places on the map. And these equipment cards are gotten randomly just from drawing them from the stack, but you have to be at a certain place on the map before you can actually equip them. The next type of card you're going to run into are cards that represent just advantageous situations that your character might find themselves in, and just little boosts in certain aspects of the game. The next type of card you're going to find are cards that let you actually hurt your fellow players, either by taking equipment from them, penalizing them in some way, putting them in harm's way from the zombies, or actually just putting more zombies on the board. And then other expansions have released different types of cards, such as magic spells that have different effects on the way the game is played. Basic play in Zombies is that each turn a player will roll a dice to see how many spaces their token can move, and then they'll roll a second dice to determine how many zombies they get to move. So since the players take turns controlling the zombies, there's a whole lot of unpredictability about exactly how the zombies are going to respond, and it makes it so that the zombies are always pretty much uniformly against everyone. There are 2 ways to win in a game of Zombies. The first way is to be the first player to make it to the helipad tile, which is going to be filled with zombies. The second way to win is going to be the first player who kills a certain number of zombies. Speaking of zombies, there are a lot of them. The base game itself comes with several zombies. I can't remember how many, I've never really bothered to count, but just say there's a lot, and they're divided pretty evenly between male and female zombies, which doesn't really affect gameplay, but it does add a nice variety to the board so that you're not looking at just the same piece over and over again. In addition to this, there are several expansions that have been released for the game, which have introduced everything from new cards to new tiles and locations, to even new types of zombies. So, this has been the Zombies board game. You can pick it or any of its expansions up at just about any gaming store or even off the internet if you don't have anything in your area. But it's a fun little game, and if this sounds like something you're interested in, then check it out. It kind of reminds me a lot of Munchkin, if you know what that is, and if you don't, then I'll talk about it later. This has been James. I'll talk to you later.